Hello everybody, welcome back to part 6 of our collection of tag series, and we're going to make the June tag. So let me take you through what we're going to use for this one. The inks are tumbled glass, crushed olive, mustard seed and a vintage photo, and for the stamping I've used the archival ink, the coffee archival ink, and then glossy accents, 2 tags and 2 eyelets already cut out. Let's move those over there. Our letters, if we're putting the month on, let's just move those out of the way, and this stamp, which is a Crafty Individual stamp, the balloons, and these masks, which are Prima masks. Let me just whiz them round. If you're a fan of my videos, you'll know that I love masking, and these ones I really liked because they've got the balloons on, there's a clock, the Eiffel Tower, and then a couple of backgrounds, and it's the balloons that we're going to use on this tag. And just to save time, I've already printed out 2 balloons and cut out Around the World in 80 Days from the stamp. So let's just move all of those out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is to colour the tag. So let's start inking, and I'm going to start with the mustard seed, and that one's going to go around the edge. So let's get so first we're going to add the mustard seed, the yellow ink, and work that in from the edge. It's quite a strong ink, this one. And I'm just using some cut and dry foam to do that. So I haven't covered the whole tag, just worked in from the edge of that one. And then I'm going to take the crushed olive and go over in some areas. Again, just working in from the edge. It's all quite random. Every time I do it, it comes out differently as well. So I've worked all the way around the edge with that one, and now I'm going to go over that one with the vintage photo and really work that one in from the edge, just to build the colours up. Oh, shall I zoom in? I haven't zoomed in. Ooh. So it's quite a jumble of colours, but it does look nice when it's got the UT on the top. And then I'm just going to run the vintage photo, I'm working at the wrong angle, all the way down the edges, again just to give that finished look and get rid of those cream edges. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same on the other side. And that just gives a definition to that edge when the 2 tags are stuck together. Okay, so done that, and now in the middle of that I'm going to add just a little bit of the tumbled glass, just very lightly working that in. I'm just working the colours into each other as I go. And I've covered it completely so that you can't see any of the original cream card underneath. So that's the tag inked, and now we're going to mask the balloons on. If you're using the mask, you don't need to, but if you've got it, I just think it's a really lovely mask to use. So let's just put it on that way. So I lined the small balloon up over the hole up here, and with Vintage Photo and holding it down, I'm just going to press my stamp pad over the mask. Again, working it in sort of circular motion, but making sure that I hold this mask down and it doesn't move. Right down over that basket, and in all of those lines, and then around the edge of that big balloon, and then working up, make sure that star's done. Let's just move it down. And then up over the top. And that should give us a really nice look. And then I'm just going to blend that little bit down there where we've got a line. So that's the masking done. Now the tag's ready to put the UT on. So I put 2 layers on around the edge. So I'm going to go do that and then come back, and then we're ready to build up the colours on the balloons and put them onto the tag. Okay, so now the tag is all embossed. We're going to work on the 2 balloons that are going to sit on the front, and the words and the little signs and the little sentiments. So I'm going to use the blue and green inks, which is the Crushed Olive and the Tumbled Glass, and just very gently colour these balloons. So that one I'm going to work blue up that side, and this one I'm going to work the blue on the other side. And then the green, and I'm just going to blend the colours into each other. On that one, and I think I'm going to put a bit of yellow on this one as well, so just up the middle. And then I'm going to go around those with the Vintage Photo, just working down with the ink to give that defined edge. and to get rid of those white edges. And then I'm going to do the same with the Around the World. Just blend the colours. So a bit of blue, a bit of green, just work that in, a bit of green on that one, and just a little bit of yellow, and the same there. So those two are done. And then the June as well. So I'm going to have that yellow and blue, I think. So a little bit of yellow, or blue and green. Oh, yellow and green, I mean. Let's have a look. Or perhaps I'll use all three colours. Let's finish it off with the blue. There's the J. Add a bit more yellow down there. And blue to the U. So those are done, and now we're going to put them onto our tag. So let me just move the inks. Thinking about it, I'm just going to do the eyelets in the Vintage Photo so that they're ready as well. Oops, dropped it. Two. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to stick the eyelet on the front of the tag. So over the hole there, and then I'm going to stick one of the balloons down flat on. I'm going to stick this one flat on the tag. So let's put a little bit of glossy accents on the back. And I'm just going to place him over the balloons, the masked balloons. Press it down. And then the other one, I'm going to put some foam tape on the back. Just put a strip up there. And then I'm going to put a strip either side there, and just a tiny little bit in the middle at the top. A bit up there. So let me just take the backing off that. And this one's just going to sit slightly aside from the one that's stuck flat on the tag and be raised up. Oops. So he's going to go down there. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the letters on, and they're going to sit just along the bottom here. So let's stick those down. J. And the U. Making sure I've got them in the right order. I've done that before. I've spelt something completely wrong because I've done it upside down. And the N. Okay. Now just to finish off our words, a little bit of vintage photo around the edge. On both of them. Excuse my inky fingers. And then I'm just going to bend them just to crinkle them up so that they're not flat, because I want to stick them so that they curve. So I'm going to put that one down there, and this one, I'm just bending it, I'm going to just stick across the top, just above the balloons. So I'm just going to put some glossy accents where that strip is going to touch the tag, but I don't want to stick it flat. So I'm just raising it up and then just pressing where it is bent. Oh, it's not going to stay. It's moving along, it's like a word. Stick. That's it. And then the same with the little one. Go down there. So that's the tag finished with, let me just put a little bit under there. This isn't sticking at all, but it will now. Oop. There. Okay, and then I'm going to stick the back tag to the front, and then we'll put the eyelet on. So I'm going to line that up. I've already inked that front and back and taken the backing paper off the double-sided tape. So I'm just going to line that top edge and the hole up, and then drop the top over the bottom. Press it down all the way around the edges. That's it. And then I'm just going to stick the eyelet on here. And then all that's left to do to that one is to put the seam binding through and then the glossy accents on the letters. So let me get my seam binding, just cut it. So I'm going to do two pieces, one green and one blue. So let's just colour those. So short one blue, longer one green. So I've just sprayed it with a little bit of water, scrunched it up just to spread the water, but so it's not too damp. Straighten them out. And then let's do the blue one first. I'm going to just press the ink pad down onto the ribbon. Can you see me doing that? Sorry. stain it. I'm just pressing with different weight, or just applying different weight onto the ink pad, just so that it doesn't come out completely uniformed. So that was the blue one, and then let's do the same with the green one. Oop. Turn it over. Again, I've just got a variance in colour, which looks quite nice when it's all dried, so let me just go and dry those. So here's the finished seam binding. I've put it on through the hole, and all that's left now is just to put the glossy accents on the letters if you're doing that. So let me just do that on mine. There we are, and that's the June tag finished. So I hope you've enjoyed making that one, and I'll see you in the next video for July.